Acharya Jaya Advaita Acharya Advaita Acharya Jaya Advaita Acharya
Jaya Nilo Premadana Karuna Prachur
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 Jeno Prabhu Kotha Acharya Thakur
Jena Bolo Kotha Gela Acharya Thakur
Jeno Prabhu Kotha Gela Acharya Thakur
Jena Prabhu Kotha Gela Acharya Thakur
Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Guru Shri Srimad Mahavishnu Sadashiv Avatar Shri Advaita Acharya Ki Jai Shri Gaur Nitai Avirbhav Karan Shri Advaita Acharya Ki Jai. So here Advaita Acharya ne he remembered this verse Tulsi Dala Matrena Jalasya Chaluke Nama Ikrinite Svatmanam Bhaktebhyo Bhaktavatsala. By offering one tulsi leaf and some Ganga water, you can purchase the Lord. So first he purchased the Lord and then he invited the Lord. पहले भगवान को खरीद लिया एक बार खरीद लिया. Once you purchase the Lord, he will do anything. Then he invited the Lord. Keeps on increasing. So more merciful than Gauranga is Nityananda. More merciful than Nityananda is Advaita Acharya. He made a vow, seeing the pain of Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur was the Muslims, they were not like, they thought we'll break the house of Srivas Thakur, we'll throw it in the Ganga because he's doing continuous kirtan. So people were stopping the kirtan. So Advaita Acharya became very angry because he is Mahavishnu, he has the source. He said, Oh Krishna, if you don't come in Kali Yuga, then I will take my Sudarshan Chakra and I will cut everybody's heads. So Krishna, if you want to save everybody, you have to come. He has so much compassion on the living entities. His compassion was unlimited. Daya karo, Shyanilo prema dhono karuna prachur. Prachur means infinite compassion. Advaita Acharya has. And he brought that infinite compassion in the form of two personalities. Nitai Gaur. Parama Karuna Bahudui Jan. Nitai Gaur Chandra. Sabo Avatar Sara Shiromani. Kevala Anand. If somebody has faith in these words, finished one is already. Sabo Avatar Sara Shiromani. Nitai Gaur are the essence of all incarnations and also they are the crest jewel of all incarnations. Sab avatar sar shiromani keval ananda kanda. Simply happy. So Advaita Acharya is the cause. Just like he is the cause. Sarva karana karanam. He is the cause as Mahavishnu. He is the cause of this material creation. Mahatattva.
Only after he offered Ganga water Tulsi, even Nityananda Prabhu appeared later or he has already appeared?
Later.
Only after
Advaita Acharya appeared first.
Yeah,
He appeared in 1430.
that's correct. After Advaita Acharya, he offered Ganga water Tulsi. Then only Nityananda Prabhu also appeared or he has already appeared much before?
Advaita Acharya was offering this for 20 years. So Nityananda Prabhu was 13 years older than Gauranga. So his Tulsi leaves, and because Gauranga will not go alone,
So he was offering daily.
Yeah. No, he was offering specifically for that purpose of calling the Lord.
Lord.
He was offering the leaves, tulsi leaf with Ganga water, and he was shouting, "Oh Krishna, come! You have to come." Advaita kare na hunkar. And his hunkar, his roaring, his shouting, it penetrated. Because he is Mahavishnu, he is already there halfway. Between the spiritual and material world, he is already there in the halfway. So his roaring can easily reach Goloka. Ours will not reach because we have to penetrate half the 8 coverings of the universe and go to Brahma Loka. But he is already there. So his roaring, crying, reached Goloka. And the Lord get affected. The Lord cried. You know, when his roaring went all over through Vaikuntha, the Lord woke up from the ocean of milk. When it went to Goloka, then the Lord started thinking. So his roaring went up Vaikuntha, Ayodhya, everywhere up to Goloka. That is the power of Advaita Acharya, the greatest of all devotees. Acharya. Acharya means Harina Advaita, Acharya Bhakti Samshanat. One who disseminates bhakti is known as Acharya. Acharya Bhakti Samshanat. Advaita Acharyam Evam Tam. Acharyam is very, very learned also.
He's showing the Acharya.
By Acharya. And nobody ever in the past, present and future had so much compassion on the living entities that they had to call the Lord from Goloka. Who has done this? Nobody. Nobody can even think of doing it except Advaita Acharya. Calling him from Goloka. And every tulsi leaf was like a alarm for the Lord in Goloka. He was offering a tulsi leaf with water, and every leaf he was offering, the Lord was like, Advaita is calling me. So, with tears in his eyes, inconceivable. I mean, Kura, Garjanam. You should read the Advaita Acharya's Ashtakam. Very beautiful. By written by Gadadhar. So, by Zunkar, or the essence of bhakti, is roaring, is the essence, it is the essence of devotion. And his worship is the highest of all worship. And when the Lord appeared in Yoga Peeth, actually when Sachi Mata used to go to the Ganga to take bath, Advaita Acharya used to go to Ganga. An interesting thing happened. Advaita Acharya would offer flowers from, he used to go here, Sachi Mata used to come from there. So he used to offer flowers in the water to the Ganga, and Advaita Acharya's flowers would float slowly, and they would come and near Sachi Mata's womb. Sachi Mata was also in the water, and his flowers would touch Sachi Mata's womb. And then suddenly he would go and circumambulate Sachi. Sachi Mata, Jagannath Mishra said, "Why are you circumambulating me?" This is the womb. You will know at the right time. And then ultimately what happened is Sachi Mata had 8 daughters, all of them died. So Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra thought, how can we have a son who will live? So they surrendered to Advaita Acharya. They came to Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya told them, I will come to Yoga Peeth and I will give you Mantra Diksha. After accepting Mantra Diksha, you will get a child. You will get 2 children. First you will get Vishwarup, the partial expansion of Balaram, and then you will get the Supreme Personality, Godhead. So Advaita Acharya went to his house, and he gave them the Diksha in the Gaur Gopal mantra, the fourth syllable Gaur Gopal mantra, because they had to invoke Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So, Gaur Gopal mantra, Gaura Anga, Gauranga. And then Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra chanted Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. Then Vishwarup came and Gauranga came. But when Nimai was born, Nimai would not open his eyes, he would not drink the breast milk of his mother. So again everybody confused, they called Advaita Acharya to the Yoga Pit. And Advaita Acharya came to the Yoga Pit. Finally Maharaj came to the Yoga Pit and he gave Sachi Mata the Harinam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
When Sachi Mata started chanting Harinam also, then Nimai opened his eyes. And Nimai said, now I will drink the breast milk of my mother, because Gaur Nam and Harinam, both she is chanting. Her breast milk has become Mahaprasad. So, this is Advaita Bhavan. This is the place of unlimited mercy, infinite mercy. Advaita Bhavan is even more merciful than Srivasangha. Very few people know this. They consider this only, don't come here. But this is the cause. When devotees remember Advaita Acharya, they roll on the ground, they get up, they fall down, they exhibit all ecstatic symptoms. Because Je Anilo Premo Dhano, you have brought Gaur Nitai to us. Oh Advaita, you are our real Guru, you are our real well-wisher. Without you, everything is lost. My birth in this Kali Yuga would have been useless. Yadi Gaur na hoito, abe ki hoito, kemone dharita. Radharo Mahima, Prema Rasasi, Jagate Janat. Who would have told us about Radha's Mahima, Prema Mahima? Who would have revealed Radha Kund? Everything credit goes to Advaita Acharya. All the credit. And the more devotion you have for Advaita Acharya, that is the devotion you have for Gaur Nitai. You have devotion for Advaita Acharya, that is the essence. Always remember his lotus feet and chant his 7 syllables. Klim Advaita. Offer yourself in the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya. Sarva mantra manoharam. Sweetest of all mantras. So, we offer our lotus feet. We beg Advaita Acharya here with straw in our mouth that please, just like you revealed Nitai Gaur in this universe, you are going to reveal Nitai Gaur in various universes. But oh Advaita Acharya, please, I want to make you sit down in my heart so that you will reveal Nitai Gaur in my heart. If Advaita Acharya will come in my heart, then he will reveal Nitai Gaur in my heart. So we should pray like that to Advaita Acharya by his prayers. I can see Advaita Acharya. And when you hear the loud roaring of Advaita Acharya in your heart, then you will see that is the dawn of Nitai Gaur. You will see Nitai Gaur in your heart. Sada Hridaya Kandare Spuratu Vaha Sachinandana. Sada Hridaya Kandare. All my hairs are standing on the end, but I don't have any more. If I coming to Advaita Bhavan, you should cry. Every day, every time we come, we are so fast doing parikramas. Sometimes we should just come and
stay for some time.
Stay and whole day chant and discuss Advaita Acharya's mercy, Shiva Sangan.
You can do that now also, no problem.
Some parikrama should be just internalizing parikramas.
So all the place we are almost
running.
Did too many years now.
Yeah. We have done running parikramas for 24 years. 25. And it's not necessary that every time we come we have to see every place. Like I said.
But every time we have some new people, so they have to see.
No, actually, why am I saying this is my problem? Because when I come to some place, I sit down in Advaita Bhavan, I don't feel like leaving.
Correct. That's true.
I feel Advaita Acharya is just standing next to me.
Hari.
No, in Shiva Sagar you feel that.
Tell us the pastime. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just sharing it.
You can feel.
Please tell us the pastime of how we wanted to give the first Shraddh plate to Haridas Thakur.
Yes. That was in Shantipur. Haridas Thakur came from the Benapur jungle and chanting. He already gave Diksha to Mahamaya, Parvati, Durga. She came to Haridas Thakur to test him. He was chanting in the cave and he came and to test him and he gave Diksha. The Parvati sat down for 3 days. He heard the Mahamantra. She had never heard such nectar before. So Haridas Thakur gave Diksha to Maya. Imagine how much nectar he must be relishing in the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Wow. I can see the golden temple. It's beautiful to chant in Mayapura, in Navadvipa. Actually, Bhakti Vinod Thakur said you should stay for a long time in Gaur Dham and make short trips in Krishna Dham to relish the rasa. But now I am feeling ulta, I stay in Radhakund for a long time, but you come to Navadvipa for a short time, so much nectar is there. So much nectar
You feel like staying for a longer time here now.
Actually, wherever one's Swarup is there, that place helps us to understand all the dhams properly. So,
I think your Swarup is here also, no?
if you say so, it must be true. I really wish that I am a Kishore plucking flowers in Shiva Sangan, preparing for their Leela. Gad serving Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit is Radha Rani.
I don't want to get into it by that talk.
By coming here, you get your Swarup. If you don't come here, if you don't aspire here, if you don't have the greed, 12:30 you tell them they can't come.
No problem.
They are getting late. They are in Murari Anand. Nikhil Prabhu, your Premi Krishna. When Haridas Thakur came to Shantipur, continuously chanting the holy name, it was the time of Shraddh of Advaita Acharya's forefathers, and he used to invite hundreds of Brahmanas. On Shraddh, you do Vaishnava, you feed the Vaishnavas, then all the forefathers get delivered. Because in Vaishnava's bhakti, the bhakti of the Vaishnavas, the blessings, they go to the forefathers. So in our Vaishnav thing, doing the Shraddha is means Vaishnav, to feed the Vaishnavas. To offer Mahaprasad to the Lord and offer that Mahaprasad to the forefathers and feed the Vaishnavas. That is our Vaishnava Shraddha. We don't do Karma Kandi Shraddha, make all those laddus and give it to crows and all these things mentioned and Smarta Vivi. In fact, Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Maharaj Kunja Bihari Da, he did that and Bhakti Siddhanta was not happy. And he was a Grihastha, Kunja Bihari. So we should do Vaishnava way, because those who take money for doing Shraddha, they cannot help the souls of our forefathers. And Advaita Acharya said, Tomara bhojana korilei, hoi koti brahmana bhojan. You are by feeding you, I am feeding 10 million brahmanas. 10 million brahmanas are eating when you are eating, and I have, by feeding you today, all my forefathers have got delivered. And I tell you, if a pure Vaishnava is very, very rare in this world, but by chance if you meet that pure Vaishnava, then tasmai deyam tato grayam sacha pujya yatham. Take everything what he gives and give him everything what you have. Tasmai deyam tato grayam sacha pujya yatham. Worship him like me. I am also searching for that pure. Because we don't have enough sukruti in our lives, we don't get the association. Uttam Mahabharata.
ये सुकृति लास्ट बर्थ की होती है. ये जो सुकृति होती है लास्ट बर्थ की होती है हमारी.
Actually, in our previous births, not the mundane sukruti, with the sukruti of giving charity to normal dhan, anath ashram and all the social charities, that will not help us to get sadhu sangha. In our previous life, that sukruti which we have done with respect to the sadhus, Vaishnavas,
The material sukruti will become an obstacle.
will become an obstacle.
They will give again material
They
opulence.
will give us opulence by which we cannot associate with the sadhus. We will put a board, beware of dogs. Yeah, very rich people, because of their material sukruti, they get so much money that they have so many layers of doors. How can a sadhu come?
They will not be aware of gods, but beware of dogs.
So if we have, like Vakreshwar Pandit, what is his name? Devanand Pandit, Lord became very angry on him because Srivas Thakur was thrown out of his katha and he did not even say no to his disciples. But when Devanand Pandit served Vakreshwar Pandit his kirtan, by serving Vaishnava he got the coin. So many lives of Vaishnava Seva, you are serving Kanishta Vaishnava, Madhyam Vaishnava, you have served in your life, maybe you have...
I just came to take your name.
Yes, yes.
Advaita Acharya.
Advaita Acharya.
Wait,
Shraddha. We did Shraddha. If you serve Kanishta, Adhik, Madhyam Vaishnavas for many lives, then all that sukruti gets accumulated. Then you get Hari Seva, you get service to the Lord. And by Hari Seva, you get finally the chance to serve the pure devotee. येन जन्म शतै पूर्वं वासुदेव सनर्चित तन्मुखे हरि नामानि सदा तिष्ठन्ति भारत. So those who serve the deities for 100 lives very properly, they can chant the name constantly, and those who chant the name constantly for many lives, they get the association of Mahabharata. That is why Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati said the Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga is Harinam Sankirtan, but there is something higher than that, and something higher than that is the association of the pure Vaishnava. Because when you associate with the pure Vaishnava, then you get the essence of Naam, you get the Shuddha Naam. Immediately, without your own bhajan, without your own sadhan, you get the pure Naam.
Acceptance becomes spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Guru Edase Deho Hari Naam Athone. You can give me the treasure of Hari Naam. You can give to anybody the treasure of Hari Naam, even though they are not chanting. New people also can become pure devotees by the mercy of a pure devotee. Like Prabhupada, when he went to America, the hippies asked me, Prabhupada, how did you become happy? We were hippie. We were taking drugs and we were in hallucinations.
You took out I from hippie, it became happy.
Yeah. You took out I and put it A. A is first. So Prabhupada smile, big smile, always in his face, beautiful. His lips are so big. Always very nice darshan. Look at Prabhupada, feel very soothing in your heart. So he smiled and said, you did not have any qualification. I made your qualification. So those qualifications which we are supposed to have for hundreds of lives, that we can get in one life if we get association with the pure devotee, which will normally take hundreds of lives.
Advaita Acharya was begging for such association.
And Advaita Acharya was
But that also won't happen by fluke, no, Guruji?
Yeah, here in the Shiva Sangan, Gauranga Mahaprabhu asked Haridas Thakur, what do you want? You are continuously chanting. So Haridas Thakur said, I don't want only one thing. Haridas Thakur, what do you want? This Mahaprakash Lila, he is giving it to everyone. So, what do you want? Haridas said, I want the Uchishta. I want the remnants of your devotees. And that wish of Haridas was fulfilled in Jagannath. When the Jagannath Mahaprasad is to come to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu is to eat whatever devotees left in his plate. Govinda used to bring Haridas. So becoming Dasanudas, getting this mercy of the people inspired for Haridas. Even Dhruva, Prahlad Maharaj, he asked that. Same thing in the Bhagavatam.
Even Vitasu, Dasa.
Even King Kulshekar. So Bhrityasya Bhritya Paricharaka Bhritya Bhritya Bhrityasya Bhritya Itimam Smara Lokanatha. Remember me, O Lokanath, O Krishna, you remember me, but don't remember me as your servant. Remember me as a servant of your 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 servant. 7 times. Bhrityasya Bhritya Paricharaka Bhritya Bhritya Bhrityasya Bhritya Itimam Smara Lokanatha. So we have to become Advaita Acharyas, servant of the servant. Even in his Advaita Bhavan, he renders some service. You can see Nitai Gaur Gadadhar, Gadadhar Prananath, is Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu used to feel so much separation after he came back from Gaya and getting Diksha in the 10-syllable mantra from Ishwar Puri. He feels so much separation from Krishna. Cannot imagine. Every moment he was searching for Krishna's beautiful form. Because after getting Diksha from Ishwar Puri, he went under a tree and Gauranga Mahaprabhu chanted this 10-syllable mantra and he saw Krishna face to face. Krishna was standing in front of him. Once you realize Krishna, once you see him, you cannot live without him. Become like a fish out of water. So Mahaprabhu said, Oh Prananath, where is my Krishna? He used to scratch his chest and Sachi Mata used to become very, very disturbed, very sad. What is Nimai doing? What has happened to him? And the only one who could console him was Gadadhar. Just when Gadadhar used to come near to Nimai, Nimai used to feel subsiding, his separation would subside because Gadadhar is Radha. So this Navadvipa Leela is made that in the afternoon pastimes, Gadadhar is always with Gauranga. When Krishna leaves his cowherd boys in Gwalpokhar, in Govardhan, and he comes to Radhakunda in the afternoon 10:48, at the same time Gadadhar accompanies Gauranga here in the noon pastimes. In the morning pastimes, Nitai is with Gauranga, when Balaram is with Krishna. In the Krishna Leela, here Nitai is with Gauranga in Navadvipa. And then in the noon pastimes, Gadadhar is there in the Ishodhyana. Sometimes Gadadhar and Gauranga they hold their hands and they dance together. But there is no imitation of the Radha Krishna Leela.
They are at the same time, they have Sankirtana, Nitya Sankirtana happening in the morning. They used to have the Sankirtan in the Bhavan also.
No, in the noon time they used to have Sankirtan, but not in Shiva Sangat. They used to roam about in the islands, Ridudvip, Ishodhyana, Ridudvip. In the Anand Manjari's Kunja, the 16 petal golden which is there in Ishodhyana. Bhakti Vinod Thakur actually performed bhajan in Ishodhyana. But that place is inside ISKCON now, it is behind Prabhupada's Samadhi, but they have, that place is not visible now. Ishodhyana is like Radha Kunda in Antardvip.
The relationship between Gadadhar Pandit and Mahaprabhu, can we see that as Gadadhar Pandit trying to help Mahaprabhu understand Radharani's love? As in, Gadadhar is coming as Radharani. She doesn't want to leave Krishna alone with her love, so she's coming to assist him.
Sridhar Maharaj said something very interesting. Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. He said that Radharani is in Vamya Bhav. Vamya Bhav. And Krishna took Radha's Vamya Bhav and became Gauranga. So Gadadhar is in Saumya Bhav. Gadadhar has become very humble because he gave her Bhav to Krishna. So Gadadhar is very scared of Gauranga actually, like Lalita, Vishakha. Like Vishakha and Rukmini and different, very scared. So when Vallabhacharya went to take Diksha from Gadadhar, Gadadhar said, I can't give you Diksha because Gauranga called you a prostitute, and if I give you Diksha, then Gauranga Mahaprabhu will not accept me. Because, Vallabhacharya went to Gauranga and he didn't tell him as a prostitute, but he said, thinking like that you can write better commentaries than the previous Acharya, Sridhar Swami is like a prostitute. So he didn't call him, but he said, he went to Gauranga and said, see, my commentary it is better than Sridhar Swami or Bhagavatam. So Gauranga said, that is not the right understanding. We have to write commentary in the footsteps of the previous Acharyas. We should not claim that it is better. So then he said, what was I saying?
We're talking about Vallabhacharya going to Gadadhar Pandit.
So Gadadhar Pandit was very scared, and he then Vallabhacharya got the blessings, and then he gave the Yugal mantra to Vallabhacharya.
Oh, Gadadhar Pandit initiated Vallabhacharya at Totapati.
But later on he felt that he has given mantra to some unqualified person. So when Gauranga, I am not sure whether it is not mentioned.
There's some controversy about this aspect.
It is not sure whether he was talking about the mantra to Vallabhacharya, but later on he said that I have given the mantra to some unqualified person. Give you the mantra. Will give you the mantra. Pundarik Vidyanidhi is coming. So Pundarik Vidyanidhi is Premanidhi. She is Vrishabhanu. That is why for a guru it is very, very difficult. I tell you, my Gurudev has already left the world. And if I give a mantra to somebody unqualified, then you feel a decrease in the potency of the mantra given by the Guru. It's a very subtle thing. It's a very subtle thing. That is why in the scriptures it is said, Guru should not give the mantra to somebody who is unqualified. Because you can't go and receive the mantra again from the Guru. Guru Dev is not there. So one should test, the disciple should test the Guru should test the disciple before giving the mantra. Naam e shishya pare naam aparad Guru rohay bhakti rasabha. Shay aparad guru shishya Guru narkete maji shay aparad. So from now on I am making a principle, since I will be giving Harinam, Gayatri Mantra Diksha all together. There will be just like in Gaudiya Math. Those who chant 16 rounds, 16 rounds, at least 25,000-30,000 names for 2-3 years, then only I will give all the mantras together. First, according to Rupa Goswami, you can take Ashraya, Guru Ashraya, the Adav Guru Ashrayam. At that time I will give you the Nityananda Gauranga mantras, Ashraya. But then to receive the Harinam, to receive the 9 Gayatri mantra, the Bij mantras, I am giving 2 extra Bij mantras also, Nitai's Bij mantra and Nitai Gayatri. So there is 7 Gayatri, Bij mantra and Gayatri, and I give Nitai Bij and Nitai Gayatri also, because I don't feel comfortable without Nitai. So the 9 mantras and 10 mantras, Harinam, Hare Krishna Mahamantra and this 9 Gayatri mantras, you will get after 2-3 years after chanting Harinam and being in contact and telling me about your bhajan. Devotees should tell the Guru about their chanting, how it is going on for 2-3 years. Then it will be
either 16, 16, 16 or 64, 64, 4.
Yes. Yeah. 64, 64, 16.
64, 64, 4. 4, no? 64, 64, 4.
But Harinam should be chanted minimum 16 for Harinam Diksha Prabhupada's instruction. So you can chant 64, 64, 16. So, because Diksha is there only once in Gaudiya Math. Even Prabhupada, when he gave Harinam in ISKCON, he did not actually chant the mantra in his right ear. In Harinam. Only till the time of Diksha. Even when Prabhupada got Harinam from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he chanted the mantra in his right ear only at the time of Diksha.
So if somebody takes Harinam,
Verse is like Guru Pada.
It's like Guru Pada Ashraya.
Somebody takes Harinam, they have to necessarily chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna.
Yes. And then Nitai Gaur, now you can chant as many and at least because Gayatri mantras, Bij mantras require a level of purity, and when I give Gayatri mantra to devotees, I feel something, I feel for next 2-3 days I have to little bit go into my bhajan and try to regain back my power. Regain back my bhajan. Something goes, the Guru has to give the mantra, Naam Te Shishya. So it is one more burden, on the Guru. That's why Bhajananandi sadhus, they don't accept any disciples. Because they are struggling, they have their own bhajan. They don't want to take responsibility for anybody else's bhajan. So Bhajanandis, they don't have any.
I've been interviewing some leaders in different branches of the Gaudiya tree and getting a snapshot of today's the state of affairs today in the Gaudiya community. So this snapshot can be used by devotees in future to as a reference point if something has been changed or interpolated. So the one question was that what have you seen changed? In 500 years, what Mahaprabhu gave us, what the Goswamis gave us, and what is happening now? What are few things which you have seen have changed? So one of the things which they said was that before a disciple or a sadhaka used to come crying and they should not give initiation. And from 1 to 12 years they were tested. And once they were completely sure, then they used to give them. But now it is given like a plaything.
That is because because the Guru himself should know what he is giving. He should be very, very. And actually, the thing is, also it is given, but the mantra is not given in the right ear. So it is like the disciple thinks it is initiation, but actually it is not initiation. So one should make it clear what is initiation and what is not. You cannot Diksha Vidhanena Duyatvam Jayate Rinam. So mantra tab, yaga, pundra and mantra is given. In your right ear you are given a spiritual name, you had a fire sacrifice, you are given tapasya, austerities, 4 regulative principles and ekadashi, and you are given pundra or tilak. From that day you can put tilak, Gopi Chandan or Radha Kund tilak. So 5 things have to be given at the time of Diksha. And if the mantra is not given in your right ear, it cannot be called Diksha.
This tilak which Guru gives at the time of initiation, the disciple should only wear that tilak or that kind of tilak. You should not keep changing. Is that correct? Can one see it in that way?
No, it's a symbol. Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to say that an ashrit disciple is not qualified to wear tilak actually. Bhaktivinoda Thakur did not used to wear tilak until he got Diksha. There was a big thing, in Puri. He used to give Bhagavad Katha and lot of devotees attended. And Raghunath Das Babaji, there was a Babaji in Puri. He said, don't go to the Katha of Bhaktivinoda Thakur because he is not putting tilak, Kanti Mala. So he felt sick and he was about to die because he committed a big aparadh against Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And Jagannath appeared to him in a dream and said, go and beg forgiveness from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he heard, he himself came to that Babaji and he told that Babaji that, please, he said, I am not putting tilak because I have not taken Diksha. My Gurudev has not given me the tilak and Kanti Mala. That's why I am not putting the tilak and Kanti Mala. Once I get Diksha, I will. So that is the tradition in Gaudiya Math. You can start chanting the Harinam, but tilak and Kanti Mala is...
But it's not that nowadays there are so many different kinds of tilaks, So what Guru gives, it's not that the disciple only should wear that kind.
No, it is symbolic. Tilak means that you get the qualification to put on tilak. When the Guru gives the tilak pundra in your hand, you get the qualification to put tilak. And from that time you can put, like I put a special tilak, I mix Radha Kund model with Gopi Chandan. So Radha Kund is also there. And it creates a beautiful sham and gaur color. When I am mixing Gopi Chandan with Radha Kund, I feel Radha Sham are becoming one in my hand. So beautiful. The color also looks like it. So I am Advaita Bhavan ki Gadadhar Bhavan ki Gaur Gadadhar's best devotee of Gaur Gadadhar in the modern times was Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Higher than the first worship is of Nitai Gaur, then the worship of only Gauranga, then the worship of Gauranga and Radha Krishna, then the worship of only Radha Krishna, and then the worship of Gaur Gadadhar. It is the highest. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's Prema Vaichitra Vilas. How Radha Krishna are together in the form of Gaur Gadadhar, but they are not enacting the same pastimes as they enacted in Vrindavan. They are just relishing the pastimes. So it is a very, very unique worship of Gaur Gadadhar. Only very advanced devotees can do that. Chala Gaur Gadadhar Akhandamayam. Shuna Gaur Gadadhar Charu Katham. Kaha Gaur Gadadhar Charu Naam. Speak the beautiful name of Gaur Gadadhar. Hear the beautiful Katha of Gaur Gadadhar. Roll in the land of Gaur Gadadhar. Then you will understand what is Radha and Krishna. Everyone should sing the Mangal Aarti of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhale Gora Gadadhari Aarati Nihar. Every day Mangal Aarti should be sung Gaur Gadadhar, because the Nishank Leela takes place here. In the morning, Gadadhar Pandit gives fanning to Gauranga in the Kunja of Srivas Angan, wakes him up and makes his dress proper. Everything in Gauranga Mahaprabhu goes back to the yoga beat for half an hour, 1 hour to be served by Vishnupriya. He goes and rests in his chamber in the yoga pit, just like Krishna and Radha. They leave at around 3:36 in the night, and then they go back to Nandagaon. Krishna rests in Yashoda's chamber for around half an hour, 1 hour, and Yashoda comes and wakes him up. So same thing happens here. They wake here, they go to yoga pit. I think time for prasadam is 1 o'clock. Yoga pit. Already 1 o'clock. He is called.